All right, good morning, everybody. Let's get started here on this beautiful morning. I want to start our conversation this morning by wishing the marvelous Mrs. Stahl a happy birthday. So good morning, Miss Stahl, and happy birthday to you. Hope you have an amazing day. Okay, I can't hear her response. However, hopefully she's excited for a good birthday. Well, I want to turn the topic today to start looking at a little bit of how we're passing our time with regards to not using technology. I think we all love our technology, myself included, binging shows, playing games, whatever that might be. However, I think there's times, especially in situations like this, where we can also kind of get sick of it. With a cold week that we've had and some even some snow yesterday, which was absolutely crazy. I want to look at how maybe you guys are passing your time stuck inside in a quarantine without technology. One thing I will mention, my wife and I recently got some puzzles for the kids. For Parker, we got a 300-piece puzzle trying to challenge him a little bit. And we noticed the other evening it just sitting there unattended. So her and I sat down and we whipped out a 300-piece puzzle. And it was actually really fun, you know, stress-free, and just sit there and kind of becomes addicting and a nice little challenge for us. So that's the answer to my own response this morning, or my response to my own question this morning, is my wife and I recently did a puzzle, and it was actually really fun. So I want to check in with some of you others and see what maybe you're doing regarding not using technology to pass your time. Miss Liebrick, I'm going to start with you this morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Anything you're doing in a tech-free realm to pass some time?
Doing a lot of cooking and baking.
Awesome. What's one of the, dang it, I just said awesome. What's one of the things you recently cooked or baked that turned out really well?
We made egg rolls in an air fryer. That was really fun and delicious.
I love egg rolls. For our
Yep.
Takeout Tuesday on Tuesday night, we got QQ Garden, and we
Nice.
love our egg rolls around here as well. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Okay, next I'm going to jump to Mr. Fry. Mr. Fry, what are you doing to pass your time during this quarantine?
I've been trying to get into a little bit more sculpture related art. Finished up a couple pieces, and then to be honest, I kind of put the one off a little bit. I have it done, just needs to be painted now. And then after that, probably gonna jump to a portrait. Kind of missed doing portraits at the same time, so I think it was good to kind of balance everything out art-wise. So yeah, pretty much just been making some art for my hobby.
That's cool. Do you have any kind of studio there at the house, or you just kind of make do?
Yeah, just basically make do. Wherever I can set up is pretty much where I go. It's been kind of nice to work outside. I've actually never really done that much, so kind of helps give a nice change of pace and not keep it as daunting, I guess, having a new environment.
Sure, that's cool. My son Parker's been obsessed with drawing lately and kind of challenging himself and even some others. Miss Kieran, I want to touch base with you if you're still here. Although you're wearing the wrong colors, as mentioned in the group chat, we do notice your Macomb sweatshirt. However, I do know that you've been working on some pretty cool projects that I've seen on Instagram. Surely that's your tech-free time pass, but if you could bring us up to speed on those.
Well, I made two t-shirt quilts for my grandsons, and I've completed those. I've made 39 masks that I have made for family and donated to the hospital, and some to our church. So yeah, I'm starting to teach myself how to play guitar. I know one chord.
Good for you. That's you got a lot going on. No doubt you're keeping yourself busy, and we know of anyone, you're the one that's used to the rat race and keeping yourself busy. So glad you're keeping yourself occupied there. Let's touch base with some of our students here. Not many logged on this morning, but that's okay. Miss Greer, how are you this morning?
I'm great. Took a shower, which felt really nice. So we're doing good.
Awesome. What are some things that you and or your family may be doing to pass the time regarding not using technology?
I personally am doing a lot of like cooking and baking. I find that I actually really enjoy it, which I didn't before. So I've been making yesterday I made 3 batches of like cookies. I made brownies. I've done a lot of things now. And then when I'm not inside and it's nice outside, I'll go outside and I'll work with my horse because I'm very passionate about working with her. So I try to stay tech free personally. I don't like being on my phone and on this computer all the time. So I find a lot of ways to just stay off of it. Like I own a lot of puzzles and stuff. So
Good for you. Good for you. And it sounds like you're both indoors and outdoors. So that's great. Good to hear. Mr. Carter, let's touch base with you. How are you this morning, sir?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. What are some things you and Michaela might be doing?
We are trying to get exercise any way we can. I hate sitting still. And so we've been doing some home workouts. We've been playing tennis. We've played some golf together. So really any way we can stay physically active while still social distancing, we've tried it.
Good for you. Good for you. Good luck with that. Stay healthy. Don't be injuring yourself. Some of those things I can't do anymore. I'll risk an injury, but you take care of yourself. Mr. Heitkamp, and obviously Grace Heitkamp. How you guys doing, and what are you doing in the tech-free realm?
I'll let her get started, and then I'll clean it up.
We went to a park yesterday up near Toledo, and we took a walk, and it was pretty cool. Got my dad to read a book, so that's good.
Yeah, when the weather's nice, obviously playing a lot of golf. Sitting right around 15 or 16 rounds since the middle of March. Ben has gotten into fishing, and I know nothing about it, but I've been taking him to the local watering holes to go fish, or the local ponds, not watering holes. Let's see, playing a lot of euchre. Taught the kids how to play euchre, so we're playing some cards every night. And yeah, like Grace said, doing a lot of walks, finding a lot of new parks and places to go and spend time together. So we're doing really good.
That's great. Good for you and good for your family. Sounds like some good time. Coach Heitkamp also suggested to me and my family that we get into the geocaching hunt thing. Obviously not quite tech-free, and I haven't quite done it yet, but excited to do that with my boys once things clear up here with regards to the weather. Coach Van Hoos, no doubt you're staying active. I want to touch base with you this morning. What might you and Hudson be doing in the tech-free realm?
Yesterday was a big day of painting, so we experimented with some paintbrush, and we didn't make too big of a mess, so that's good. I think I've left the house twice over break, and both trips have been to Lowe's, so getting supplies for whatever I need and been busy around the house, so about it.
Well, good for you. To me, there's not much worse than painting, and hopefully I would just spend my time wishing that technology would advance so that people didn't actually have to paint. You could just push a button and the whole room would get painted or something. But good luck with that, and hopefully it's turning out well for you and making the wife happy with the home upgrades. Miss Archer, let's touch base with you. You got obviously an injury you're juggling with there, and I know you are not necessarily diving into the tech world in general, and you got an active family, but what have you guys been doing to pass the time?
Well, this morning I went for a run and found $20. That was kind of fun. Every afternoon we send the kids to the basement, and Luke and I have a card date. So we've been playing a lot of Skip-Bo and Phase 10, and after that we always take a walk. We've been outside together, I think, more than we have ever. So, well, besides the summer, but it's good. We just play a lot of cards, a lot of games, a lot of walks.
That's cool. That's good. Some silver linings here to this quarantine, forcing families together and playing games and getting outdoors. So that's always good to hear. Let's do one more here. I want to touch base with Miss Yanovich. I know Miss Yanovich was getting into some, I always screw it up, but crocheting or cross-stitching or whatever, Miss Stalin, you have been working on. Have you been doing much of that here lately?
Yeah. Yep, it's crocheting, and yep, I've been working on some of that. I've also been cooking and baking, which is not my favorite, but some things turned out okay.
Did I see something on Instagram where you did some Euros or something recently? Is that what that was?
Oh, yes. So on Easter, we had those, and we made some carrot cake.
Good for you. That's great. I'll go ahead and point out the fact that you two are wearing the wrong colors here this morning in Buckeye Nation, but that's okay. We won't hold it against you. With that, hopefully maybe you guys can steal some ideas from each other on ways you can keep yourselves busy and occupied without technology. Puzzles have become very popular here lately, which is really cool, and coloring and walks and everything else. So try to shut down the tech and do what you got to do. But obviously, we appreciate the technology as we go through this remote learning process. So everybody keep being awesome. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to post a highlight that Ian Wall has created from week 3. So I'll post that tomorrow so everybody can check that out. Otherwise, we'll be touching base again on Monday morning at 9:45. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Continue to hit the computer and get your work done. And everybody stay safe out there. We love you. We miss you. Take care.